welcome back to another video of making a game in 3 days. In the last video, I have teach you guys how to bring the ball onto the screen, and that's a huge jump from what we have learned in the previous sessions. So now we're gonna make the paddle, not the paddle, the ball go up and bounce all over the screen. We are going to add the paddle in the next video coming up, creating a game, right? So be sure to be ready for that video. So let's get started. So I have written the code over here, and if you guys want to I'm just gonna tell you guys what the code does. I'm gonna show you all the code and all that stuff, and I'll put the code in the comments section down below. So let's get started. So we have first imported Tkinter and star. We have imported random and time. So many people ask, what does the import function do? The import function basically means that there are some libraries built into your Python, but if you want to access the libraries, you need to import it into your project. This only works with the project you have imported in. If you create a new project, not a new file, a new project, you have to import the libraries again, because it'll take too much storage if Python wanted to import all the libraries in one project. So yeah, that's what the import function is. So let's go back to creating our game. So now we created a class ball. So we have created a instructor method, and we have given it canvas color. So this just means that the ball has both a color and a canvas. So then we come and do self.canvas equals canvas. We do not want the canvas to equal like what the ball is, or we want the canvas to be the canvas of our project. Then we put self.id, and we give it what the size of the ball will be, right? And we have given it the color that we will be set in the bottom. So why do we use ID to tell about what the identifications of a character is? So basically, if you know what an ID is, it's something that gives information about yourself to other people, right? We create an ID for a ball, and the ball, basically the ID is like height, width, color, how fast it goes, how high it goes, does it bounce or not. It's just the identification of the ball. So that's basically all that ID does. You can use it for anything, even files and folders. You can use it like those. So now we do self.canvas move. So you know how when you put a, what do you call it, turtle, it starts like in the middle of your screen. We want it to move and this is Tkinter, so it's not turtle. We want it to be a little above where the paddle is gonna go. So we set a pre-made position to it so it moves. And now we do random choices. So this just means that when the ball is going up, does it go this way, this way, this way, this way? We don't want it to go all the way up, because then when it hits the top, it can bounce right back, and it's like this, right? So that's basically that's why we don't have a 0 in there. You could put a 0 if you want to cheat, but yeah, that's that's why we don't have a 0 in there. So now we do self.y. So the y level is always -3. Now we do draw. So this ball class just tells us all the like how big is it, where does it start, and what does the random choices be. But we have to now draw those things onto our screen. So we come and we get the info of the height and info of the width of the screen, so we know if the width is like lower than how big the ball is, it'll adjust the ball a little smaller. So then we have self.canvas move self ID. Why did we write self ID? You may be asking. Because basically, if you ever want to now call the circle in our project that we have written, you have to do self.id, because we have set all the identifications in the self.id. If you just do self.ball, it's not going to do anything because you haven't set the identification for the ball, right? So let's go back to creating our game. Now we do POS. POS stands for position, and we get the canvas chords. You probably might be asking, why do we need the coordination? We have the coordinations, so we know where the ball is, and if it hits the edge of the screen, it would just bounce. It would bounce. But if we never got the coordinations of the ball, it will never bounce. It will just go out of the screen. So all of these are just about like how move downwards, move upwards, move right, and move left. It is pretty self-explanatory. Like it says, if position is 1 or it's smaller than 0, then we do ABS or absolute self.y, and it moves 3 downwards. And then we have bounce after everywhere. So I'll give you guys a minute to copy this code. If you want it down into your descriptions, you guys can also go ahead and go forward if you don't want to copy this code. Okay, so you guys have probably just did this, and if you haven't, go back and pause the video and then write it down. So now we are actually gonna do the main part of our project. We give Tkinter. Besides, it's quite a bit hassle to write capital T and the parentheses. So we just gave Tkinter to TK. So whenever we give the object TK, it's basically like Tkinter. We are giving the object Tkinter. So we have set the title. We have prevented you from resizing the window. And we have also put WAM attributes, so it goes on top of your windows. Of course, it doesn't work with Mac. If you have a Mac, it doesn't work, but it does work on Windows. So now if you have a canvas, we give the canvas width, height, and bleed colors and highlight thickness, and we pack the canvas. You guys might be probably wondering, why did we pack the canvas? We have packed the canvas so that the width and the height would be saved. Not like each time it has to go check, oh, it's 500 to 400, right? It doesn't. It's automatically saved. So let's go back to creating it. So we update our project if the if the project got it wrong. Now we give the ball object like we do ball, and then we give where the ball is going to be, and it's going to be on our canvas, and what color the ball is going to be. Now we create a game loop, and this loop is basically the loop that keeps our project alive. And basically it's just a loop that what do you call it? It keeps on running, checking for if that's happening or that's happening or that's happening, and then it does certain stuff. If something is not doing it, then it'll stop and kill our project. So we have drawn our ball, we have updated the tasks or all the movements of our ball. We have also updated the screen. We have set a time sleep, so the smaller the number of this is, it's basically the faster the game is, or the smoother the game speed is. And that refers to how fast it'll update the screen. If I have it like 1, maybe the ball is going to bounce and you don't know, and then the ball just spawns somewhere, right? So if I resize this window, I need to quickly run it for you guys to see. So now if you guys can see, the ball now bounces all over our screen. So in the next video we will be creating the logics or the paddle of the game. So be sure you guys are ready for the next video, because it's gonna be really fun. We are going to finish our games, and you're going to build your first ever working game. So thank you for watching. This was the second video out of the third, and yeah, this is the end. And in the next video we will be finishing the game, and then you have yourself a built game that isn't really harsh, right? So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. If you have any questions, please comment down below, and I'll try to answer it to you guys in a couple of days. And also hit the like button. If you guys hit the like button, that means that you guys enjoyed my videos, and you guys liked how I teach, and you guys want to watch my videos further. So that's basically it for this video. Peace.